welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. This is day one of the hormonal reset. If you're thinking, what the heck is a hormonal reset? Go look at my last video. I explained what I was planning on starting and all that good stuff. So today we have meal prepping and our day one. So let's get into the video. Good morning. We are doing our day one of our 21-day reset. First and foremost, I took away coffee 6 days ago, like caffeine, I mean, so that I was not in the terrible caffeine withdrawal phase during the beginning of this program. I've been slowly getting rid of caffeine throughout the year. I went from 2 cups, sometimes 3 cups with a pre-workout, just down to 1 cup in a pre-workout, then took the caffeine out of the pre-workout, then now this past week I just took the whole cup of coffee away. And it's been a little headache for 5 days. But I am drinking decaf coffee. This is okay on the program. The program is linked below. The free download, that's the 7-day download that I'm following, is down below, as well as the 2 videos where she shows her cooking the recipes from this plan, plus a video where she's doing recipes from her 21-day plan. The 7-day plan is free. The 21-day plan you have to pay for. I'm going to do a 21-day plan, but I'm following the free 7-day plan, and I'm just going to pick from that food list for my next couple weeks to continue the process without having to pay for the program, because I'm going to Mexico and I need to save my money. Okay, so first off, I'm starting off with decaf coffee. To this, all I'm going to add is stevia drops and almond milk and collagen. So I have collagen peptides that are vanilla. This is just vanilla, stevia, and collagen here, or I have just plain collagen peptides. She calls for vanilla collagen peptides in like her smoothies and stuff. I'm already gonna have half of a scoop of this for breakfast, as well as in a smoothie later. So I'm just gonna do my normal plain collagen and have that this morning. I still like the warm hug I get from decaf coffee. So for now, that's staying. While I was enjoying my coffee, I decided to go ahead and wash all my produce that I bought the day before. So I have a big sink full here of cold water, and I added some distilled white vinegar, and then in all my fruit and veggies go. I do this in layers, so I put all my fruit in at once and let them sit about 15 minutes or until I remember they're in there. Then I pull them out, rinse them, let them dry, and then I added all of my my kale and all that good stuff afterwards, once there was more room in my sink. I'm gonna make breakfast. I'm doing the, liver detox green smoothie, but I am making some changes. I don't like cucumber or kale, so I'm just adding a little bit more green apple and replacing kale with spinach. So those are the changes I'm making. Let's get into it. I am hungry, so we'll see if this actually fills me up. I'm starting out with 8 ounces of water. I'm pouring it here in my blender. I'm gonna use this cup because I'm gonna do half an apple. I'm going to try to prep today's and tomorrow's at the same time, where all I have to do is throw the fruits into the blender with water and spinach, and I don't have to cut up all this stuff again tomorrow. So I'm just gonna give this apple a rough chop and put half of my blender, half of my mason jar. I tried her original recipe and no, it's not for me. I don't like kale, like I said, and that's all I could taste. So it was also really tart because she does a whole lemon, so I'm gonna do half a lemon. Squeezing this lemon over my apple will help keep it from browning for tomorrow's drink. Like I said, I'm gonna start with half, and then if I wanna add another lemon, I can do that. Okay, so we have our apple. This is the time when I also need to add my fiber supplement. Gauge Girl does make supplements, so she has a bundle if you want to do that. It's just more expensive than what I could buy at the store. Sure, it's better quality, but we're balling on a budget, so I'm gonna just do the fiber in my blender. I'll add this tomorrow when I actually make my smoothie for the other one. Also need some collagen peptides. This is just vanilla collagen, so it's vanilla, natural vanilla flavor, collagen, and stevia. So no other stuff in it, no sucralose or anything like that. So 1 scoop of the collagen. I need 3 tablespoons of this hemp. To this one too. All right, then I need a teaspoon of ginger. She just chops it all up. She doesn't take the skin off. I'm just gonna take any like rough looking pieces off and then chop the rest off like she did. Ginger is great for inflammation, so this is something I've been trying to add in anyway. So about a teaspoon. I'll just save this for smoothies in the future or tonight's dinner. We have ginger in tonight's dinner as well. Okay, I'm gonna add a little stevia. I'm just adding a little liquid stevia. She doesn't add this, but she adds it to other recipes, so I know it's like a safe thing. Need about a cup of spinach. I'll add this to tomorrow's, like when I'm making it. So I'm just gonna add a cup of water in here and put the lid on, and then tomorrow I can pour this in and add just a couple ingredients and be good to go. I added a cup of ice to this as well. Let's see how this goes. Definitely like it better than the kale one. Tastes like hemp, spinach, lemon, all the things that are in it. So if you're expecting this to be like a really sweet, delicious smoothie, not gonna happen. But as far as like a green drink, it's not bad at all. Yeah, the other one was a hell no, I'm not doing it ever. This one, I'll be able to drink for the week. And hopefully it'll make me feel really good. So that's the goal. That's the whole point of this is to feel better. So I'm going to drink this while I put my makeup on, and I'll see you. Just kidding. This is also the time I need to take my IC3 and my probiotics. I'll be taking these as well. I looked at Gauge Girl Training's website. Her probiotic has 50 billion cultures, whatever. This only has 20, so I'm gonna take 2 of these to get it closer to hers. And then her IC3 was a 300 milligram, so I just found one on Amazon that was 300 milligram. I'm gonna take that. So I'm gonna take those with my drink whilst putting my face on. This is lunchtime, but because I have to prep a whole bunch of this stuff for lunch, it's gonna take me a little bit longer. And so I'm gonna go ahead and have my post-workout smoothie. I did not work out today, but if you go through her videos and stuff, she mentions that she wants you to have the post-workout smoothie even if you don't work out, but just to skip the fruit serving before the workout if you're not working out. So I'm gonna go ahead and have that. That way it can tide me over while I'm taking extra time to prep all the veggies for the week. That way I'm not hangry, because no one wants to be hangry. So it's just straight into like a little protein smoothie. Even though I just had a juice about an hour ago, we're having another one, which is fine because I like to drink my calories. I've always been that way. So works for me. Our smoothie is simple, but it's not very, it doesn't really give me a lot of amounts. So it does say 8 ounces of your almond milk, a serving of your collagen. So for me, that's 2 scoops. And this is just the vanilla collagen. So the reason why the fruit list is so limited is because these are low glycemic fruits that won't spike your insulin. And that is going to be really key in helping regulate our hormones. It says blueberries, strawberries, like basically any kind of berries, but it doesn't say how much. So we'll start there. And then it says some greens, but again, it doesn't say how much. I'm going to do spinach. I'm just gonna do a handful. gotta be right back. You don't want to hear a blender going. So she recommends not having plastic. So you're gonna be seeing a lot of mason jars in my future because that's really the only glass cups I have. And then I have like a metal straw, so, because I like straws. I have zero nerves about this smoothie. I like blueberry spinach smoothies, so I think it will be delicious. And it is. It's good. All right, I'm going to clean up these veggies and stuff behind me and kind of get ready to meal prep, or at least prep the veggies for lunch. You need, it's like a cooked cabbage salad, but I'm going to go ahead and prep all the cabbage for the week. Now, actually, I might run to the grocery store real fast while I'm drinking this because I was supposed to have purple cabbage and they didn't at the grocery store I went to. But I think I'll need 2 cabbages for the whole week. So I might go get a purple one from the place right down the road and like combine them together. So I think I'm going to do that real fast. I'll be back. Success. Just got back and I've already prepped my carrots. Let me show you. My food processor just for the ease because I need a whole bunch of carrots sliced. So this is what I have extra. I think it was a 2-pound bag. So that's what's extra from a 2-pound bag. And I'm having to use plastic because I don't have this many glass containers because the carrots and the cabbage, all that has to be weighed out. So I'm going to go ahead and like weigh out all the ingredients. And then each day I can dump this into like the pan or whatever to cook. So it's going to be cooked daily, but measured out just today. So that way I don't have to get all this stuff out every single day. So carrots are in there. Now I need to do the cabbage and prep my chicken. So I've already cut my cabbage, this one up, cored it, and got it into like easy cut pieces so I can feed it into my food processor. So I'm just going to get these cabbage mixed together and then weighed out, and I'll be right back. We have our carrots and cabbage prepped. My food processor literally died in the middle of that. So most of this was chopped by hand. This is the extra cabbage. And I added ginger. I just cut up a whole bunch of ginger and put it in here. I plan on cutting up ginger like every few days. So it's not enough for the entire week because I don't want it to dry out. But it'll be enough to get me through about 3 days worth. So I'll have to add spinach and chicken and all that. But this hard part is done. So I'm going to clean this up, get them in the fridge, and get one on the stove. We are on to our protein. So 5 of the days I plan on having chicken thighs. Or around there, and then the other days I'm gonna have shrimp, but we also need a bunch of chicken thighs for our soup tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep all of my chicken just by taking out the bone and chopping these into bite-sized pieces. But when I have 5 ounces, I'm gonna go ahead and air fry the pieces I want for lunch. That way I can get it going. Now, I am not a butcher. I am not going to be good at taking this bone out, so I'm going to step away while I do that. Got my coconut oil and my ginger. And goes my veg.
I'm gonna go ahead and add a little salt and pepper. Now let this cook for about 5 or 6 minutes total. Now we turn off the heat and add our spinach and let this cook just until the spinach is wilted. I did add a little more salt. Now in goes my air fried chicken thighs as well as the juice of half of a lemon. These recipes are linked in her video down below.
Look at this giant plate of food. That seriously feels like it should be 2 servings, maybe even 3. So definitely won't be going hungry. I'm once again very nervous because I have to eat this for 7 days. I mean, I don't have to, but I want to be able to. I want to like it. Start off with the veggies because that's a safer bet for me. Tastes like stir-fried vegetables. I like that ginger in there. What I'm nervous about is the chicken with the skin. I'm actually just gonna throw that to the side. I don't typically like skin on thighs. All right, got a piece of chicken here with the skin on. It's an easy fix if I don't like the chicken with skin on because I can just do the chicken thighs without skin, obviously. but we're gonna give it a go. Can't taste it. It just tastes like all the other flavors mixed together. So that's a win for me. So I'm gonna be tired of eating this after 7 days. I'll be happy to like switch it up, but it's actually good. And I'm pleased. This could have gone way worse. So I'm gonna eat this seriously giant portion of food and be back later when I'm not hungry at all because I ate all this food. I'm not hungry at all, but somehow it's time to make dinner. So we're gonna go ahead and make this soup. I have 2 tablespoons of oil heating up. I'm about to add my ginger and garlic. I put a big stock pot on the stove because we're putting a ton of veggies in here and I wanna make sure I have plenty of room. I'll saute this for a couple minutes and then I will add my chicken. All right, we got chicken, salt, pepper, turmeric, and curry powder. My tripod, that is color broke, so my short tripod cannot see over the pan, so I'm gonna have to just hold this sucker. All right, let this cook for a few minutes till the chicken is almost cooked through. And go my carrots. These are the extra carrots from earlier. They're cut a little thinner than what the recipe called for, but my food processor did it, and I bought frozen carrots to use, but since I had almost the exact perfect amount of these carrots, I'm just gonna use these. Just gonna add those for a couple minutes, and then we're gonna add our broth. Smelling really, really good. I love curry powder, so that 2 tablespoons of curry powder that I added, it's just making the whole house smell delicious. I went ahead and added my bell pepper too to stir fry just because I like that a little more cooked. I don't really like raw bell pepper. Now I'm gonna add our bone broth. Be careful with this mixture because the turmeric stains everything. Look at my thumb, my nail. It's like super stained. So if it gets on your counter or something, it will really stain it. So just be extra careful. Now I'm going to add 2 cans of full fat coconut milk. I'll be right back because I cannot do this one-handed, as you can see. All of our solids of our coconut milk have dissolved, so now it's time for our almond butter. We're doing a full cup of almond butter. If there's any left on the spoon, you get to eat that. That's just for you. I'm stirring in that almond butter until there's no big clumps of it. Almond butter is incorporated. I added juice of 1 large lemon, and now I'm gonna add my cauliflower. I bought this frozen because it was already measured out and organic, so can't go wrong there. Now since this is frozen, I'm gonna let it cook a little bit longer, probably like 5 minutes or so before I add in my kale. I'm gonna let that kale cook for a real long time. You see, this part of the soup, I'm excited about. I think it's gonna be delicious. Adding a whole pound of kale, nervous about. So yeah. Say a little prayer for me. Forever and ever. Say my. Okay, I'm gonna see you later. Bye. All right, we're a boiling, full boil. I'm gonna leave it like that while I add in my kale. A full freaking pound of kale. What have I done? I have regrets. I'm just gonna let this cook down because I want that kale nice and soft. So everyone says to like, oh, add it and then turn off the heat and let it wilt. No, we want it cooked. I'm not wilting this sucker. It needs to be cooked. So I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Here is a big serving. My glass bowls can't fit this much, so in the plastic bowl it goes. I'll probably be picking around some of the skin. I did half the chicken with skin and half without because at lunch I ended up picking around all the skin. So I'm gonna be having my chicken thigh without skin from here on out. So that's probably the only thing I'll really have to pick around. I already tried it, it's pretty good.
I had to add extra salt, and then I forgot to buy serrano peppers. So I added some red pepper flake, which you can see there on my spoon. So we are almost to the park to go for a walk. That soup grows on you. He ate it. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I put some red pepper flakes in it and a little bit of cracked black pepper, and I thought it was pretty good. I went back and had a whole nother bowl.
So
Also had some chicken in the biscuits. Ate about 12 of them. I think it's like 160 calories, a lot of sodium. I'm gonna be honest, they were delicious.
I did not eat chicken and biscuits,
But
crackers.
nonetheless, yeah, the soup I would probably eat it again for sure.
The broth on that
It
soup
was very good.
is delicious. The like coconut and almond butter and broth, it's just really good. So we're gonna go walk, but I just wanted to update you. But the soup is actually, I was not super enthused with the first 2 bites, but like as you ate it, it got better and better. So yay. And I have 5 days. Since he ate 2 servings today, that means I have 5 days left of servings. So that means the last night I get to do something else for dinner, which makes me very happy because I'm not really looking forward to eating 7 days worth of anything, any food at all. I don't want to eat it 7 days in a row. So yay. I'm finishing out my night with my snack, which is nuts. It just says any variety of nuts. And then it recommends herbal tea, but I'm going to have a little bit of decaf with some turmeric and cinnamon in it and just a little bit of almond milk. This ended up being a really good day, and I look forward to seeing what changes I can get in my body in the 7 to 21 days and then the months after. So I hope you keep following along.